Hey there, YouTube. It's Kurt here. Today we're going to talk about what happened at YCS Portland. And yeah, Konami hasn't released all that much material, but I'll go ahead and find what I found from their top 32 that they did release. All right, so I actually did miss one on here, but hopefully you're forgiving for one, and you're hopefully forgiving of my very crude chart that I made on a kid's website. All right, so according to this chart here, we have 2 Ultrageist, 5 Salamangreat, 5 Sky Striker, 6 Orcust, 4 Pendulum, 1 Necroz, 1 Subterror, 1 Grenmaju OTK, or second turn deck, 1 Guard Dragon, and 5 Thunder Dragon. Alright, so this is only the top 32 from that event, and I'm sure you'll get more and more accurate coverage from people like Simo in the future. But for now, you have to deal with me. Alright, so just analyzing and what this is looking like, well, it's kind of, I want to say, I like the diversity of what's topping right now, and well, it can be really easy to say, like, yeah, I like the diversity of what's topping, but at the same time, it still feels a lot like old meta. These decks are still going strong, even though, like, they try to give a very solid ban hammer on a lot of them. They're still performing very up to par, and I think that's there's an up and down to having that. But I am happy to see pendulums kind of coming back. I know some people have a problem with the pendulum mechanic, but it's good for the diversity to have it. And again, most of these decks are combo decks. And just as a reminder, we have Nibiru coming out this weekend. Yeah, so you can get a playset for very cheap, and that'll be very excellent. I'll probably pick up a Megaton for the fun of it. But yeah, I'm very excited for that. And pretty much all these decks, the very top chunk majority of these are going to be very weak to that. Except for Pendulums. Pendulums can still get Cerberus out in the field and still negate it. But whatever. All right, so I think it's shaping up. It actually looks like some tech choices like cherries could actually be effective because the meta doesn't seem to have changed all that much. I think you're going to see a lot more of these decks, even with Nibiru. It's hard to imagine what people really turn to without Nibiru. Yeah, even if Nibiru is in the format, I think people will still enjoy playing combo decks. People just sided in to kind of play against other combo decks. That's just my theory. But yeah, the Grenmaju profile, that's been up. That's been very interesting. And again, Grenmaju is one of those decks. I think you're going to see it with Nibiru coming out. I think it might actually pop up even more because A, you can play Nibiru in the deck, and B, also, this deck is not weak to Nibiru by any stretch of the imagination whatsoever. And you can also make Grenmaju out of a control strategy. You can make it either a control strategy or you can make it an OTK strategy. There is kind of a flexibility in that to some degree. Now, with Subterror topping, that's just funny. Subterror, I mean, obviously, control decks still have their place, but Subterror, in my opinion, Subterror is more just of an annoyance, and obviously, if you win enough die rolls and you main deck Floodgates, you can win, you can top an event. That's just the way it is. At least True Draco didn't top the event. True Draco is probably, yeah, I think it's about the same skill level as Subterror, which is 0. So yeah, there's that, and also, well, Ultrageist. I think the only reason Ultrageist is topping is just because of being a meta call. And, well, Doug is very good at the deck. Obviously, Z topped another event with his deck, and good for him. Congratulations, Doug. But, yeah, Ultrageist is also kind of annoying of a playstyle because it's a little bit dependent on going first, and also there's the factor of it's a trap-based control strategy, which, you know, any deck can main deck 7 different solemn cards that basically don't even let you play the game. I don't think that's exactly healthy for the format. I don't think that's healthy for the state of the game. But overall, this diversity in the top 32, I think it's pretty healthy. I give it a B. I give it a B because mostly because Nibiru is not in the format. But yeah, once these checks come to the format, I think it'll actually be very healthy, and I don't think there will be any problems from that point forward. But this is very exciting. I think it's exciting to see. I think this is a good sign for the format overall. What I am surprised to see is that I think rockets are a little bit underrated. I want to see how many people at the event were actually playing the rocket engine. because I'm still waiting for somebody to top with it. But I think somebody will top with the Rocket Guard Dragon engine, because the boards you can put out with it. I mean, obviously the deck is fragile, but still the boards are just completely insane, and you can build the decks to where you can tolerate an interruption even too. But that's just my take. I don't want to spend too much time in this video. Let me know if you guys are excited about this or not, and I'll come back. Someone wanted a video about the rocket combos, and I'm gonna go ahead and make that for him. So I appreciate it, guys. Peace.